Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Oh, wow, the sun. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so the energy I'm feeling now signals a sudden burst of momentum and a powerful shift away from resistance. And right now, the word coming through is release. I'm also hearing that the constraints are broken and the flow is restored. Your guaranteed success is now moving towards you at maximum speed. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So you started with the sun. I haven't seen the sun in a very long time. But it's wonderful to see because in your past energy, you come off as someone who is very joyful, has clarity in terms of your outcomes. You're having success come in for you, some sense of vitality or happiness, or perhaps this is your starting point in your journey, okay? Maybe you're having some sort of renewed faith because something sparked in you with this hermit, okay? That kind of brought you into some sort of solitude period for a little bit, okay? And that solitude put you in some sort of like, it kind of gives me this vibe of like, while you're in introspection, you're actually thinking about new ways of doing things. You're finding new wisdom. You're being able to reflect. You're able to soul search with that Virgo energy, okay? And that kind of elevates you to this present moment of the Empress, which is very much of like you creating, you thinking about your abundance, okay? Or the embodiment of that. Maybe you're thinking about family, okay, like parenthood, fertility of some kind, or creating family, creating abundance in your life, okay? And so the energies in that mindset has something to do with you biding your time, okay? Something to do with you planning ahead or wanting to plan ahead. With that mindset, it feels like this Page of Swords energy, okay, the hidden influences around you, pretty much put you in some sort of curious mindset, okay? You became to be more observant in things, sharp-minded as well. And so I suppose something happened in the mist related to this Page of Cups where you kind of find yourself being almost sensitive to certain scenarios, certain situations, okay? Because the Page of Swords is very much about that curiosity, whereas the Cups is very much about that sensitivity. So it feels as like it's like dual polarity there. It was like you're curious about your creative endeavors, you're being sharp-minded about things that you're sensitive about. Okay, so it's almost like you're having your wits about you is what I'm hearing, okay, as you kind of go towards certain things. Well, as you're biding your time, it feels some sort of like it's like a frustrating resistance is felt in your path. Okay, something to do with you having to deal with some sort of perseverance, okay? That's gonna allow you to go through some sort of breakthrough in the energy field is what I'm getting there, okay? But there's like some sort of obstacle in your way. Yeah, with that Knight of Wands, something to do with your passionate pursuits, okay? Your drive towards certain things. And it's very intense, okay? So there's something you're planning, and you're planning it very heavily because you're very passionate about it. But it's like you're biding your time, which means that you're still kind of like I heard the word juggling. I heard the word it's almost like you're putting your eggs in all these baskets is what I'm hearing. So maybe you might feel like things are a little bit all over the place perhaps. But you're moving forward in a very nice speed with that Cancerian energy because you have a lot of control in your momentum and drive forward. All right? But you're also driving forward with like surrendering too with that Hangman. So yeah, it feels as though like there's some sort of outward influence coming in towards you that kind of pushes you to keep moving forward with that Chariot because a Chariot is very much like it gives that energy of like you're in control, you're determined, you're traversing forward, but you still find yourself surrendering at the same time to what is. So it's like you're moving forward, but you're surrendering to what is in the environments because it's almost as though like you kind of know that you need to let go of certain perspectives and shift certain things around for you to move forward. So it's like you're surrendering with and towards things that are not serving your greatest good is what I'm hearing, okay? Something to do with some sort of obstacle getting in your way that's held you back, but now it's being removed is what I'm hearing because it's like you're clearing the way for like your rapid success in some regard, okay? It's like the road to your freedom is like wide open for you to seize, okay? And yeah, let's see what else is. Ooh, okay, so you're manifesting something as well with that Magician. It's like you have this very like inspired mindset in your actions. And in doing so, it kind of feels like you're igniting something within you that's kind of going to be, it's going to make things almost like unstoppable. It's like you're kind of claiming this destiny of yours that you're manifesting for yourself. It's like you know what you want to do going forward, and you're not going to stop if there's something in the road, is what I heard. Okay? Especially with that word release, it's like you're just releasing things and just breaking free, and like the flow is restored. So it's just like guaranteeing that momentum forward. And it's like at maximum speed, as I mentioned prior, with the message that I received for you. Okay? King of Swords, Queen of Cups. We've been seeing a lot of kings recently, and queens. It feels as though, like with your advice as well, that the universe wants you to really think about almost like coming across with the mindset of the King of Swords, where you're living in your authority over your own life, okay? You're being very rational about it, logical, and to maintain that intellectual power that you have to traverse forward. Because although there are going to be conflicts with this surrendering that you'll be making, because the King of Swords is facing this environment that you're in, you're very guarded, okay? But at the same time, there's something to do with you making good judgments, and I suppose that's why you're biding your time and planning ahead towards certain things. So the universe wants you to continue doing so, okay? And so in your final outcome, you end up in the Knight of Cups, okay? So that's just you having this like charm about you. Your dreams are being realized, your pursuits and things are that you idealized is coming into fruition. There might be even a little bit of romance popping up here as well, that you might even see creep up in like towards the end of your journey here, whether you're in the past, present, or future timelines here. So yeah, let's see what other messages are coming in for you. Oh wow, okay, so avoiding eye contact like a pro. So something to do with social anxiety, shame, and discomfort. Okay, so perhaps this is you in that hermit phase in the past positions here. Kind of just like keeping to yourself, okay? It's almost like you've gone ghost is what I'm hearing. Maybe you don't want certain people to be like in your hemisphere when you're making moves, okay? When you're shifting away, when you're having this sudden burst of realization, this power shift that you're going through. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. Something to do with, yeah, just perhaps dodging certain things, okay? Maybe there was some sort of fear of change, so you almost went in and kind of self-reflected on that. Maybe something to do with numbness, mindless distractions that you might be doing, like doom scrolling instead of healing. Maybe this kind of put you in a standstill for a period of time, which had you in this biding your time, planning ahead mindset. It's like you knew what you wanted to do, but maybe there were just distractions at bay that you were kind of utilizing to cope with the internal and external emotions that you were feeling, is what I'm getting there. Okay? And so, yeah, something to do with also reading old texts like a novelist, being sentimental, obsessing over certain things. So it's just certain things that the universe wants you to understand, like the shadow work that you will have to go through or understand to move towards the path that you want, to move towards that abundance that you're manifesting, okay? And so, yeah, taking those healing opportunities, don't get too distracted, okay? Something to do with also opening new connections, but it seems as though like the universe is saying you'll also be like situationally single. But I'm also getting a feeling that it's like, it's important to see what relationships work for you. But there's some desire on your end to choose solitude and wait for better things, wait for better relationships. But I did feel romance here with the Knight of Cups. So that might be of significance. Maybe you're kind of waiting on the right person, okay? Maybe some of you are manifesting a new love connection, okay? Due to, minimal attention from the past relationships, vague promises from past relationships, maybe getting catfished as well. So maybe it's put you in a little bit of a standstill in that regard. Yeah, just situationships in general. So I would say in terms of the shadow that you might have to just be mindful of certain relationships that are for you and not for you, but still open yourself up to love. Once you've taken in those healing opportunities, once you've I was going to like look within towards what you want in future relationships as well. But the main message that I'm getting here is that you're no longer fighting off some of the resistance that was in your past previously, okay? you're now being able to like preserve certain energies that you would prefer in your path forward. So anything that held you back is just being removed, but also at the same time, you're accelerating rapidly in your success. So now that that road is opened up for you, you can just move forward and claim that energy. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.